Hi everybody, Angie here, coming on to do a little make with you guys. I do these quite frequently and I thought I'd change it up a little bit this time and make just some little folders to tuck into journals, pockets, and I use a lot of them as just gifts. Put in a little note and give them as gifts with purchases and different occasions. But I thought I'd change it up just a little bit. Still going to be the same kind of a pamphlet notebook type style, but I have this partial sticker paper pad, and again, it's another piece of in my craft room that I moved from here to there and there to here, and just hasn't been seemed to get used. So I thought, well, it's almost the size of what I use to make my little notebooks out of, so let's just use these up. So I thought we would do that together today. And they're already self-adhesive on the back, so that's going to make things a lot easier. And they're nice and thick and sturdy, so that's an advantage as well. So I thought we would just pull some of these apart, and let's see how many we can get done in the time allotted. Got a green, let's pull out one of these oranges. We could just mass make a few of these. Oh, here's a pretty, like a linen vintage Victorian white, that's pretty. Pull out one of those, it's black. Okay, so that's enough to start with. Let's see what we can get done. So we need 2 for each one, the front and the back. So there's 2, 2, 2, and 2. So let's see what colors we're gonna mix. I think black and white would be good. Yeah, we'll just leave it as that. Those two, those two, those two, and those two. Okay, so what I was thinking was they're white on the opposite side. So I thought I would bring in some coffee dyed paper, grab a few sheets of that, and this is going to be really easy, but fun and useful. So what I was thinking is if we just tear off the backs of these, and if you don't have adhesive backs, just glue them right down or stick them down. I mean, very easy to modify to your needs. Okay, thought we'd just stick this right down. And just make sure it's really good and stuck. And then use the other side, or the other piece, should I say. I usually do these with collage. I just collage, use my scraps, but this would be a lot easier. Now these folders are going to fold, so I'm not going to butt this right directly up next to it. I'm just going to leave a small hair just to allow for the folding. If you can see that, just the smallest gap. Okay, and then let's push that down. Then by lining these with the coffee dyed paper, you know, it's already pre-set for writing. Okay. Let's just do a few of these real quick and then we'll cut them all at the same time. So how is everyone today? I hope everyone is well. Everyone is in good spirits. I am doing well. Oh, got a little buckle on that one, but we'll just press that right out. And I did iron these coffee dyed papers a little bit, but it doesn't look like they're as straight as they could be. And it's nice to have some of these on hand. You never know when you can use them for many things. Again, I'm just going to leave a small gap. Press out that buckle. Okay, one more. And then I thought we could just do some light decorating on the tops of them, on the front cover. And maybe with a little collage. I have over here in the corner here, I have some scrap pieces and see what we could come up with for decorating. Okay, I think that's pressed out well. And we'll just trim that right off. Save these scrap pieces, and then we will fold that over, and that will just allow a small little gap for the fold. Give that a good little press. Actually, let me bring my bone folder in and give that a good little press. Okay, and then you can decide which color you want to be the front, which one you want to be the back. Okay, let's do the other couple real quick. Now these are, what was it? This pack is 4.5 by 6.5 papers. Now if that's a good size for you, you don't have to cut it down at all. If you want it a little bit smaller, you can cut it down just a little bit smaller. You know, totally, if you really wanted to, if you wanted to make some mini ones, instead of this making one with 2 sheets of paper, you can cut it in half. Of course, the front and the back would be the same size, but you can make 2 out of this. Totally up to you. You know, just depends on what your needs are, what you're going for. Excuse me. Okay. I love that color. It's pretty, isn't it? Okay. Then, you know, you could bring a little piece of washi in to cover up that seam and reinforce it as well. But what I thought I would do is I have this little piece of scrap, it's not really a lace, but it used to be, I think, a valance from a curtain. And it's really light and sheer, and I thought we would take a piece of that and cover these with that. Thought that would be nice and delicate. So just kind of maybe, I don't know, about a 2-inch piece maybe, right? Let's see, this is be almost 2 inches, maybe about there. Oh, it doesn't tear real well, does it? Okay, so we're gonna have to cut it. Doesn't have to be exact. I'm just going to cut this all the way down. I don't know how much I'll need for all 3 of these little notebooks. We'll just go all the way down. Like I said, if you don't want to use fabric, you could use another piece of paper. You could use washi, you know, something like this. You could, or you could just leave it blank if you wanted to. You could use a piece of coffee dyed paper. That would look good as well. Look at that, see? Multiple ideas, but I'm going to use this. And I'm going to bring in my art glitter glue, which I've just recently began using this month, and so far I am really liking it. I'm extremely liking the fine tip nozzle on that, the more than anything else. I am really enjoying that. Now, it clogs up extremely fast. I'm not pleased with that. But if we want an immediate tack, then we have to deal with that, right? So let's put that down. Okay. Fold that right over. And that seems like a little much. Let's just trim some of that off. That's better. Very good. Okay. We'll let that dry and we'll do the other ones. And I like the way the end is kind of curled up on this side too. That's kind of, I like that look. Excuse me. And we're going to trim this one down a little bit also. Don't need it quite as wide. And then fold it over. Okay, and the last one. trim that piece off. Press that down. Alrighty, close up my glue. Scraps out of the way. And there we go. Really quick, really easy. Little folder pads. Now at this point, all we got to do is decorate as you see fit. If you want to, like I said, if you want to make it a little bit smaller, you can. If you want to round the corners. But we've got a ready-made little folder. And it's lined with coffee dyed paper. Isn't that nice? So let's see what we can come up with. So we've got 3 of them here. Start with the first one since it's probably the most dry. And I did have, let me just look at this. Had some crochet trim here. I like that as well. I'm going to add this onto there. Just to the front. It doesn't need to be on the back side. Try and make each one a little bit different. Okay, trim that off. Okay. And I brought in some foam flowers and some artificial flowers. I love working with flowers. I know they are bulky, but if they're not going directly in a journal, it's fine, you know, because the bulk is not a problem if you're giving it away as a gift. But if they're going into the journal, of course, a pocket, a tuck spot, what have you, you definitely want to keep the thickness down. But I may use some flowers on one of them. We'll see. Okay. Now, so I've obviously chosen this to be my front. Now, do I want to round the corners? Sure, why not? And I always flip it over and do both sides. Seem to get a better, cleaner cut. See how that kind of leaves a little jagged for some reason, I don't know. If I have a bad cutter, it's been doing this ever since I first got it. I can't say that it's particularly dull. So I just kind of go over it a couple times. Still, this is kind of jagged. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, very nice. Now if we want to bring in some ink. Okay. I move these pieces out of the way. Okay, let's see what we can come up with. I have, and I showed this on a previous video, I bought this on Amazon, just for some pre-cut pieces of collage pieces, just, you know, to keep things simple when you're decorating. See if any colors may blend. That might go with that. That one. You could bring in some book page or some music page and just do some quick and easy decorating. This is pretty. Oops, got two of them there. Take away that straight edge. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else I got here. That flower would look really pretty, actually. See if we can get this cut out real quick. See how this looks. I love doing projects like these just because really you're just kind of working with what you've got, and I like that. I find recently when I'm doing projects, I feel like, oh, I don't have this or I don't have that, and I just really like the simplicity of collaging and layering and putting pieces together, and just really just working with what you have. I don't know. For me, I always feel like, oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. And we really don't. We really, really don't. That looks pretty. What do you think, guys? Maybe tuck that under there. I like the word the beginning, maybe if we tear that off. I like that. Okay, let's do that. And this size here also, you could still tuck this into a journal page, you know, into a side tuck or what have you. It's not too large. But like I said, if you wanted to make them a little bit smaller, that would be just as nice also. Okay. Oh, how pretty. I like it just like that, but I feel like it needs a little something, maybe a little bling. Let's see what I got here. I like these pearls. One, two, three, we'll do 5. I like them in odd numbers. Maybe something just as simple as that. How about that, guys? What do you think? Very pretty. Okay, well, we're not going to get much else done, but we can get started on the next one. Okay, we used crocheted lace on that, so we'll leave that one. And I do like the idea of rounding the corners. Just looks a little more finished. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's see what papers I have here that will go. Some green. I like that purple. Let's see. There's some purple. I like the idea that that one word, it just kind of stands out. What if we do something like, let's see. I could even bring this little piece of scrap in. I like that. And I'm not even going to ink on this one. Leave it inkless. And the whole idea to get these little collage pieces were to simplify things for you, so I'm not even gonna use these pieces as is as well. And butt that right up against there. Oops. Get it straight. There we go. You know what would look nice? I just thought of, but I don't have it handy. Let's see. A piece of cheesecloth would look really good there. But I don't have it. I'm going to tear this side. Since that side has a rough tear, I'm going to do the opposite side here. Now my glue fingers sticking. Maybe bring in another piece of crochet trim. What do you think? Maybe right there. Maybe one of these flowers. The only thing we have to do is cut these down, and usually I use like a hot glue, but I'll see how well this works. If I need to come back in with a stronger glue, I will do so. But for now, we're going to give that one a little press, see how that works. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, well, I think that's all we have time for today, guys. I will go ahead and finish up the last one, but this is just to give you a little idea of something you can do using your scraps, maybe some old paper pads that you may not be particularly fond of. Layer on top of them and make yourself some cute little notepads. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Let's put a little more glue on that inside there. Yeah, I think I may have to bring in a little super glue, but we'll see how this art glitter glue holds up first. I'll give it a good 5 minutes or so. And if I need to, I can reinforce that with a hot glue. But there we go. We're going to call that one a day, guys. Got some cute little notebooks. Here's 2 that are complete. And all I have to do is finish up this last one and this other one here with the black and white. I'll do that one as well. So we have 4 possibilities. Okay. So that's my project for today, guys. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much. Take care, and God bless.